Hi, I'm Michael Snyder with Advocate, the premier TBM services company. I'm joined here today to talk about UCaaS and what we're seeing in the market with Chris Connery and Bill Schneider from Fuze. I've been at Advocate roughly about 2 years, working in the UCaaS, CCaaS space. Advocate is a TBM company focused on technology cost optimization and the adoption and transformation of organizations via technology solutions. And so, Chris, I'd ask you to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey Michael, thanks for having Bill and I today. So I'm the CIO for Fuze and have been with the business now about 4 years, and I'm responsible for the corporate IT infrastructure and tech stack at Fuze, as well as the information security function with the business. I've been in similar roles in IT leadership over the last 25 plus years, mostly in high tech companies, and been, at least in the last 10 of those years, a really strong proponent of a cloud first IT strategy, and it was turned on to Fuze about 5 years ago by a former colleague. And after I had deployed a cloud-based video solution in the prior business I was with, and seeing and experiencing how that took off in the business and really helped with employee engagement and just overall productivity. After being introduced to Fuze, boy, was I excited about the opportunity to be a part of its growth and evolution, and it's been a great ride over the last 4 years.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us. And Bill?
Hey, Mike. Thanks for having us on. So I've been around a little bit. Been around in the industry for about 30 years now. Hard to believe it's been that long. And from a technology perspective, my career has been broken up. I'd like to say into 3 different parts. The first 10 years I spent heavily in data networking and communications. So this is pre-internet days to post-internet days when everything solidified on IP. So it's pretty much all about IP networks. The next stage of my career kind of built on that. I went to a voice over IP company called Sonus Networks in 2000. And I thought it was going to be like 50% data, 50% voice. I quickly found out it was like 95% voice and only about 5% data, but a lot of learning to do. Spent most of those years selling to big carriers. So think about scalable, redundant carrier class systems, mostly SIP based. So from AT&T, Verizon, cable companies, and everywhere in between we sold to. And then at the tail end of that journey, it was about enterprises. We really shifted to providing SIP solutions to large enterprises. So we sold to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, companies like that had some of the same issues that the carriers had, but now we're kind of migrating into the enterprise space. And that led me to the kind of the last part, which was, cloud and UC, which again, naturally built on, data networking and voice over IP. But the future was really not about on-premise systems anymore. The future was about moving to any device, anywhere, anytime model. So I joined Fuze in 2015, following that kind of premise, understanding that the world was about to change, right? Literally every company in the world is in the midst or is going to change how they communicate. Moving from an on-premise system, whether it be for voice and video, to a cloud-based system, whether it's a mom-and-pop pizza shop to the largest companies in the world. So that's why I joined Fuze, because of that, and it's been a great 5-year ride so far. I spent the majority of that career, by the way, as an SE, a sales engineer, in one way, shape, or form, individual contributor, frontline manager, director. But about 1.5 years ago, I had the opportunity to do something a little bit different, a passion of mine, which is competitive intelligence. So I've been doing solely that for the last 1.5 years, focused on our competitors, the market, the trends, and really trying to differentiate against other solutions in the market.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to the conversation today. Thank you all for joining us.